Cincinnati Playhouse in the Park just opened its 57th season with an adaptation of a novel some of you may be familiar with. Here to tell us more about A Prayer for Owen Meany is Playhouse's artistic director Blake Robison, who is also this show's director, and Jeremy Webb, who portrays John Wheelwright in this latest show. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Now, this play is based on a book by John Irving, so just kind of walk us through the plot.
Sure. The story is about a strange young man named Owen Meany whose voice has never changed, and he doesn't know why, but he comes to believe that he's an instrument of God. And it traces his friendship with his best friend, Johnny Wheelwright, played by our friend Jeremy here, over the course of the 50s and 60s, ending up in the turbulent years of the Vietnam War. And by the end of the story, you find out why his voice is the way it is.
Okay, and well, I guess you can't give me a spoiler there. I was going to say, is he an instrument of God? Is that?
You're going to have to come and see for yourself.
Right. There's the big teaser for you right there. And this show has a lot of themes to it, whether it's social justice or friendship. What do you think really has been resonating with the audience so far?
I think probably the theme of friendship. You get to watch these boys start. When we start the play, we play ourselves at like 9, 10 years old. And by the time the climax of the play happens, we're deep into our 20s. I narrate the story from being a 45-year-old, so you really watch this friendship grow through time, and you also watch America grow through the 50s and the 60s.
Oh, that's very interesting. So wait, you are playing the same character through every age.
Yeah.
How difficult is that?
It's one of the more difficult things I've ever done on stage.
I would think so.
You know, a lot of times in plays, TV, film, you know, you have the benefit of having hats and fake teeth and costumes and latex, and I kind of never leave the stage in this play, so I just do it all with my body.
With your body and your voice?
And my voice.
Although you don't have the squeaky voice. That's
I
Owen.
don't. I leave that up to my colleague Sean Millot, who's, you know,
he's fantastic. It's a fantastical story about friendship and faith and doubt. And even though it's set in the 50s and 60s, I think audiences are seeing the contemporary resonance. You know, it has a lot to say about America today.
And when you have a play based on a book, a classic book that many people are familiar with, how do you bring it to life in a way that's new and refreshing?
Well, I think it's important for audiences to know that you don't have to have read the book to enjoy the story. What we want to do is an adaptation that honors the source material. So if you're a John Irving fan, you're going to see, you know, your favorite moments, your favorite characters. But if you know absolutely nothing about it, it's just a great story. It's a sweeping, epic saga that everybody can, you know, find something to relate to.
And I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
I would just add that talking about what you were just asking, you know, we have these talkbacks with the audience a couple times a week in the theater, and you'd be surprised how many people think that we've made updates in the story for a modern audience. People who come to the show and say, oh, you added that because of what's going on in politics today or because of what's happening in current culture. And we say, no, this book was written in 1987 and the play was written in 2004, and we're performing it as it was written, but it has this modern resonance.
That's amazing. All right, well, you guys can get out and see this play. It's going to be a really good one. It's already been well received by audiences, and it is playing through October 1st. 8 shows a week, so you can't miss it. Get your tickets right now by calling 513-421. I missed the last 4 numbers. I'll get those on the website, or go to cincyplay.com, get the tickets. Thanks for being here, and break a leg the rest of those weeks.
Thanks very much.